are those regular citizens coming out on the side there?
Yeah, look, there's still traffic. Like, why they don't have this blocked off?
David,
because he's just going around and around.
If this could not be dangerous, this is like Keystone Cops if it weren't something that could turn deadly. You know, this is...
Yeah, and I mean,
it's not, look,
I guess I'm still a little confused as to why. I mean, the police do seem to have him pinned every now and then they sort of let him by. And Will, I wonder if there's been anybody who's spotted him with a gun, or any reason why police seem to sort of hold back a little bit at certain instances.
Well, these sorts of things are relatively routine when it comes to Houston police chase. Over the years, there's been a lot of criticism of the chase policy for not being more aggressive when it comes to trying to get these things stopped. And so in a lot of cases, officers do tend to pull back from these things because they don't have clearance from the folks, up the chain to take more drastic measures.
He's now in a parking garage. Okay, if he's in this garage, usually there's one way in, one way out kind of thing. I don't know. Do you know what building this is near, Will?
Yeah, I do not. I'm not familiar with that.
You know, it's interesting because the other part that we often see in these chases is that people give up their vehicles and they run on foot. When there's choppers overhead, you can see where they're running. If they run into a backyard, they run into somebody's house, you can see them. In this case, not only can we not see what's happening, but the police chopper can't see it either.
Which makes this a very intimidating situation for those officers who are following this driver. We don't know if the driver has a gun, and now they are in a building where the eye of the helicopter, as you mentioned, you can't see them. And this can be very scary, particularly if this guy tries to get out, if he or she is armed, and then tries to go out in some kind of blaze of glory in this parking garage. This is a very scary situation.
And if that's a hotel or if that is an office building, you have a potential situation where someone who is desperate and behaving crazy runs in. And who knows what happens at that point.
And you can ditch that vehicle in there and also hide. I mean, this is like something out of a bad movie in a situation where we see this building, but none of us can tell the audience what's happening in there, and you hope that it is certainly not something that will cost any of those officers out there their lives. So now they're in this parking garage. Will, if you can help us when you get an opportunity, if you find out where this location is, to give us a better picture. Across the street, David and Contessa, there's some apartment complex, and those are the people I think we saw. They're probably watching this on the news and ran out and looking at this guy, a woman, try to run away from the authorities.
KPRC's on the scene right now. They've got their chopper in the air. They've been following this situation. You can see that there are a slew of police squad cars outside now this parking garage. However, the chase, it would appear, has either continued inside the parking garage with as many loop-de-loops as we've seen. It's entirely possible, or it's entirely possible the driver has ditched the vehicle and police are going to have to pursue on foot.
Well, we're being told by our producer this may be a part of the Wyndham Hotel, Greens Point, some kind of club, a private athletic club next to the hotel itself. Now you see the entrances, David, they've got them covered, so it would be a matter of perhaps what we've seen in the past, this driver trying to ditch the vehicle and take it out on foot, hoping that he would not be recognized. But now, if he's in that garage, they've got a flatbed truck there, not going to get past that. He may have gotten past those officers in the cruisers, not going to get past the flatbed truck. And these entrances are being sealed off right now, David. Oh, they're running in. They're running in.
Yeah, okay, so this is the Greens Point Club, according to KPRC, the NBC affiliate that's on this story right now, which is a private athletic club. Will, what do you know about the Greens Point Club? Anything? Will Sterrett, do I have you with me?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I was getting an update in my ear at that point.
Okay, what are you getting?
What I've gotten is at this point it is it is next to the Greens Point Mall, which is a rather from the name, it's a shopping destination there on the north side, one that's frequently frequently very busy, especially at this time of day, and you're also very close to the freeway. Obviously, when you're in the parking garage, it's not something where you have the concerns of somebody doing something on the freeway, but like you've mentioned over the past several minutes, a parking garage poses its own completely different set of circumstances and dangers.
Right. And that is the I don't like using the word scary because these officers are trained to handle things that we see as scary, but they are trained to face them without fear. But this is intimidating, certainly, to go in this garage. It's a multi-level garage with an individual that you don't know is armed or not, or what. Now they're on the roof. We see this has got to be the guy. No one else is running, looking back on top of a roof deck, and now he's not.
Oh no.
Does he?
No,
okay.
no. We have this on a delay, so we're going to...
Yeah, this is on a delay. He's looking out. He's trying to scope out what, if any, escape routes. He's obviously, if this is the gentleman in question that is running from the, I should say the suspect, not the gentleman, the suspect, he's trying to scale over the side. There's an officer pursuing him. He's got a backpack. We don't know what's in that backpack. You saw that strapped bag across his body. Even when he ditched his vehicle, he obviously thought enough to take that with him.
All right, and we know now that that he's on the ground. He's on. All right, he's on the ground. Yes. He's on the ground. Good. We do know it's okay to show it.
He's on the ground. You got him. They've got their guy here.
There goes the handcuffs.
So he did what we suspected, ditched that vehicle inside the parking garage. They've been able to take that bag, that satchel, David, that he had hanging across his body. They've been able to get that from him. He's on his face down, and we'll learn more details.
I just wonder if he hurt himself too, if he must have broken his leg or anything. That's a pretty steep distance from that to jump down there. So I sort of wonder.
If he hurt himself, he's lucky. That's the least of what happened to him. He could have ended up in a deadly accident and killed people while trying to run for over an hour from authorities. But it is and they've got the dogs on him as well in there.
Oh, and that dog is going crazy too. Again, this was a man that police had been reportedly trying to pull over because he was suspected in a vehicle burglary. They said they were trying to stop him. He never stopped. So the chase began. It took them some 30 miles away or so to Sugarland, Texas.
Sugarland.
Yeah. Up to now the this area of Greens Point, a private club around the mall, up on top, parking structure. There it goes.
Well, there you have it. I think we're going to become the high-speed chase team. David Taverton and Contessa. That is a very scary thought. Hopefully, we can get back to the news of the day.
Stop running, people. Don't run.
You won't get away. Okay, David, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with more news, including Governor Sarah Palin and the latest happening out of Los Angeles. David Schuster, myself, up next.